Hi guys, welcome to Finesse Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. So today's video is going to be a bit of a solution I found to the audio with the camera that I've currently got, which is the Sony A5100. As you may know, it doesn't come with an external mic, so I can't use an external mic on this camera. I've got to use the one that comes with it. And I bought this camera for streaming and for making YouTube videos, but the audio isn't great. So you're currently hearing the audio, and it's okay, but it's not the best. So I want to use a better microphone. So I've got one here, which is the Blue Yeti Nano, which I use for streaming through the PC, or if you're out in the field somewhere and you haven't got something like this in an office, we've got another mic that can be attached to an iPhone or an Android. So the workaround for it is actually quite simple. So we're going to go over that in a second. We just need a bit of software on the computer, which most of you are going to have if you make videos anyway, and there's a couple of different ways of doing this. So there's 3 different ways to do it, and we're going to go into depth on all of them now. So if you do like this video, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Your support will be hugely appreciated. And you can also find me streaming on Twitch and Facebook. Links will be in the description. If you want to come and check them out, it'd be great to see you there. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Roll the intro. So I'm currently waiting for a cam link to come back into stock. It's out of stock everywhere at the moment. You can find it on some second-hand websites, but it's overinflated price at the moment. It's like £200 on some of them, which is just ridiculous. So I'm not going to do that. Just wait until it comes back into stock. I think it's coming back in the near future, and just wait for those retailers that you usually buy from to get one. And it is still the best option, I will say. This is just a workaround video, so there's another way of doing it. But that's only if you're in an office. So if you're in an office space like me at the moment, I want to use this as a webcam so I can link it straight to the PC, and it's much easier to make videos. If you do any vlogging videos though, if you go outdoors and you haven't got a cam link to link up to a PC, then this is the only workaround. I think I can't find another one, so yeah, this is more, I suppose, directed towards any of you guys that use video and any kind of camera. This is just a Sony A5100, but any camera that doesn't have an audio, a mic input, then this is the way to do it. And yeah, if you don't want to spend that extra £120 or more on a webcam or a capture card, then this will work perfectly well in an office as well. So I might actually use this full time in an office. It seems pretty good to me every time I've done it. Okay, so like I said, I want to use this camera for my camera because it's better than a webcam, it's better than an iPhone, which I've used in the past, but I don't want the audio from this camera, and it doesn't come with an external mic. So to get a more professional camera in use with this, there's a couple of different workarounds, so we're going to go over them now. So this is the audio you're hearing from the camera, and this is the audio with the Blue Yeti Nano, which is the microphone that I want to use in the office, which I use for streaming already, but I want to use it for videos that I make for YouTube or anything else that I use for vlogging while I'm sat in an office or a games room, which is far better than the microphone on the camera. So as you can hear by that, there's a big difference between the two. So we're going to go ahead now and go over the first way of getting this, and that would be a way in an office. So if you're in a fixed space with a microphone that's fixed, this is how we're going to go and do it. Okay, so the solution to this is the same in an office or a gaming room or a home studio as it would be out in the field somewhere out in the open. So what you'll need in the open will be an iPhone or an Android or some other form of recording device, and you will need a microphone. Now you don't have to have a microphone, but it's far better to have a professional microphone. This is the Boya BYM1, which is a decent one. It's only about 20 quid, but you can get far better ones than this to attach to whatever it may be, let's say your iPhone. And if you do have an iPhone, certainly the new ones, you will need one of these as well, which will just attach the microphone to the iPhone. So in an office like this one, this is the microphone I want to use. You're still hearing this through the camera though. So we're going to go ahead and open up to start with Labs Obs, which is what I use on the computer to stream with. I also use this actually to record videos for YouTube and things like that if I'm playing games or doing any screen captures or anything like that on the computer. So if you use some other form of different recording software, that's fine, it'll work the same way, and I'll show you a different way to do it actually in the editing software as well. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is make an audio cue. So on the video I'll be able to see this. I'm just going to clap my hands basically, and at the same time when I'm recording on here, so I'm recording on the camera obviously, but I'm recording now on Streamlabs, so I'm going to make that audio cue. And from now on, you're listening to this with the microphone here picking up the audio and the camera picking up the video. So the way to do that is to use that audio cue, that little spike you'll see in the audio, to match up with your hands clapping and match the two of them together. And when you do that, from now on in the video, or from now on in this little section I should say, you're going to be hearing a better quality audio with the microphone. Okay guys, so this is now the second way of doing it. So this is more for outside somewhere, if you're out in the open, or you haven't got a fixed microphone that you can use. So even if you're indoors and you haven't got a fixed microphone, this is the way of doing it. So all you need is, like I said, an iPhone or a Samsung or whatever phone you want, or any recording device for that matter, a microphone. So I've got one here. So this, like I said earlier, it was the Boya BYM1, I think it's called. And if you're using an iPhone, which I am, you will need one of these little wires to connect it up to the iPhone. So once you've got that already, go ahead and open up the iPhone. This is just a standard video recording app, nothing special about it. You can download, I think, certain audio apps if you want to use that instead of making a video. So all we do is connect the two up together, and from now on in this video you should be listening to this audio through this microphone instead of the camera, so you should see a difference in the two. And this makes more sense when you move further away from this camera. Obviously you won't be able to hear it, so if you are out in the open and you walk 20-30 yards away, you need something like this to be able to hear any audio. So it's a great little workaround. All you've got to do is have the phone in your pocket and attach this microphone up here, so you can attach the wire. If you're going to use one wired under your clothes, you won't see it, or if you can get one of the better ones, so there are some that are completely wireless, and just attach one of those. So it's a good little workaround if you need something for out in the open, anywhere that you don't use a fixed microphone. So the last way of doing this, the third way, is to actually use the software that you have, which is, for me, it's Davinci Resolve, but you can use this on, I'm assuming, any editing software. So to start with, on Davinci Resolve, you need to have a video actually in here, somewhere in the editing part, or in your media pool. And once you've got the video, then you can come over to Fairlight and actually add audio. So you can add an audio input down here. And we can be able to record a microphone, which is probably easier actually than using Streamlabs because there's no video attached. All we're looking for is that cue, which is a clap, which you'll just see as a little spike, and then you're matching that up with the video. So if you do want to do it on Davinci Resolve, it's quite simple. Over here we need another input for audio, so we're going to right click down here underneath audio 1, and you'll be able to see add tracks. We're going to go to stereo, and audio 2 will pop up. So now in audio 2 it says no input. We're going to change that to input. Select the microphone, so if you've got different microphones or anything, you'll have different options. I've only got the one, so it's the Yeti Nano. Select that into audio 2, left and right, patch it, and then go back. And you'll be able to see microphone over here. So now we can start recording down here, and you'll be able to see now we're picking up the audio in Davinci Resolve. And all I would have to do is click record, and you're not doing this to any type of video at this moment in time, you're just recording the audio. You don't need the video on there at all. So once you've recorded the audio, you've got to kind of then match up the two. So you're going to start this recording and start the video that you're going to do in the camera roughly at the same time. Make that clap, which is going to be the starting point for both, and you can link the two up together. So that's how to do it on Davinci Resolve, which is probably easier than using Streamlabs or OBS or whatever other software you may use for that. I think this is the same in probably most other video editing software. I've only used this one, so I'm not too sure, but I would guess it would be. This is just a little tutorial then of how to actually edit it in Davinci Resolve, and I guess this would be the same in Adobe or anything else that you used to use for your editing, your video editing. So you can see I've got two media files at the top. This one is the video that I want to use, the camera, and this one is the audio. So we're going to go ahead and place both down here. Okay, and the first thing we want to do is go ahead and unlink these two. So we don't want them linked because we want to delete one of each, but we don't want to keep them linked. So we're going to click on them, unlink them, and then on this one here we want to delete the video part, and on this one here we want to delete the audio. Okay, so when we get them roughly lined up together, because I started them not far off the same time, we're going to go ahead and look. I had the mic switched off here, by the way, so I'm looking for this here. So now I've got the opportunity to do it. We're going to go ahead and just remove that, and we'll remove that as well. Okay, so let's play it from here. We're just looking to see. Okay, let's try it again. I've actually switched the mic on this time. How far off that clap was. As you can see, it's not too far. Record the footage with a. It's not perfect though, so let's go back. We're going to move it a little bit more. So I'm just going to drag this to the side just a tiny little bit. Okay, let's try it again. I've actually switched the mic on this time. So we're going to record the audio. Okay, we're getting closer, I think. Tiny bit more. Okay, let's try it again. I've actually switched the mic on this time. So we're going to record the audio with a mic here. And we're going to record the footage with a camera in front of me and hopefully match up the two so that we can get my voice moving at the same time as you hear. As you can see, we're getting closer and closer and closer. It's just these small little movements now, just to make sure we get it as perfect as we can. Okay, let's try it again. I've actually switched the mic on this time. So we're going to record the audio with a mic here. And we're going to record the footage with a camera in front of me. And that's how we do it. So once we've gone ahead, and let's say we're happy with that now, it's still not perfect, but if we were doing this properly, we make that 100% perfect. We're now going to go ahead and link the two again. So we're going to select them both, link them together, and then if we want to, we can delete the first part of it. So we don't want that clap at the beginning. That was just the audio cue, so we can click down here, get rid of that. And then when we start the video again, okay, let's try it again. I've actually switched the mic on this time. So we're going to record the audio with a mic. So there we go. So that's how we do it, okay? So that's how it's done in the editing software. It's nice and simple to do. It doesn't take too long, to be honest with you, at all. It takes a couple of minutes there, and yeah, you just make it, once you get used to trying to make it as perfect as you can, it becomes quite easy to do. If you do videos as well in one take, that's much simpler than doing a load of different clips and trying to merge them all together. But yeah, it's very simple. It doesn't take too long. Nice and easy resolve for the lack of audio on the camera. Okay guys, so that is it. Thank you for watching the video. If you did find it useful, please consider dropping a like, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Your support is hugely appreciated. And like I said, hopefully you've found some useful info in here to use a camera like the Sony A5100, a camera that can't have an external mic attached to it. And this is a great way of doing it out in the outdoors somewhere, out in the open or in an office, using either a Labs OBS or some other editing software, or I should say the video editing software at the end. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video guys, and until next time, keep gaming, look after yourselves, good night.